Hey everybody, it is Abby. Are you ready to bust some myths? I hope so. I did a little research and we have some myths and the real facts behind those myths. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Get lit up. Got my gray lighter. All right. So, the myths we are going to be busting this evening are myths about this little habit that some people believe to be true that I found were not true. The information that I got came from I used trusty old Google and came across a website called cancercenter.com. You can check it out. And this is what I found. So, the first myth: if you smoke, you only run the risk of getting lung cancer. Fact: smoking puts you at risk for 17 types of cancer, including bladder, breast, and pancreatic cancer, just to name a few. It is also a major cause for heart disease, increases risk for blood clots and plaque, which can lead to heart attacks and stroke. All right. Myth: secondhand smoke isn't that bad. Fact of that is, a non-smoker is 20 to 30% higher risk of developing lung cancer because of secondhand smoke as opposed to a non-smoker that is not exposed to secondhand smoke. The reason for this being that it sets the cancer cells in the cancer producing cells into motion. All right. Myth: smoking just a few cigarettes per day isn't as harmful. How many of you have here heard that one? Fact is, yes, it is true that the more you smoke, the greater the risk for lung cancer, but even a few each day is just as harmful. Occasional smokers are 4 times more at risk than non-smokers. All right. Myth: cigarettes are less risky. Or, excuse me, light cigarettes are less risky. Fact: light, low tar, or mild cigarettes pose just as much risk as full flavor cigarettes do. Tobacco contains more than 700,000 chemicals, and at least 250 of those are toxic. Myth: smoking is the only risk factor for lung cancer. Fact: smoking isn't the only risk for developing lung cancer. Some other risks are asbestos, air pollution, inhaling diesel exhaust, genetic factors, family history, radon gas in the home, radiation, and arsenic in drinking water, and the frequent consumption of cured meats also contribute to the development of lung cancer. So I have to interject here. I find that quite interesting. Smoking is commonly associated with lung cancer, but all these other things also put you at risk for lung cancer. Like pollution. The air we breathe puts you at risk for lung cancer. Really? Really? Yeah. Arsenic in drinking water? What kind of water are you drinking that there's arsenic in? That's insane. I'm going to have to do some research on that to find out where arsenic is in drinking water. Because that's craziness. Who's drinking that kind of water? And then frequent consumption of cured meats. Really? How many people eat cured meats on a regular basis? I mean, unless you're like a vegetarian or something like that, everybody consumes that every now and then at least. So I guess my takeaway on that fact and myth is pretty much no matter what you do, you're at risk for lung cancer. Anyway, not encouraging you to smoke, just saying. So, myth, cigars aren't bad because you don't inhale. Fact, cigar smoke contains many of the same chemicals as cigarettes, and large cigars can take 1 to 2 hours to smoke, which increases your exposure to the smoke. Even though you don't inhale, your mouth, throat, and lips are exposed, as is your esophagus when you swallow saliva that contains the chemicals. Even though cigar smokers have lower rates of lung cancer compared to cigarette smokers, they have a higher risk than non-smokers. Myth, cutting back is just as good. Fact, even if you smoke 1 to 4 cigarettes a day, you're still at an increased risk of lung cancer death. Cutting back is not enough to protect you. Quitting entirely is, however. So, that's all I've got for our little myth-busting session here on this little habit we've got going here. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. I hope you found it somewhat informative. I wonder, did any of you think that these myths were true? Leave it in the comments below. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Are there any other myths that you have heard of and found to be untrue? Please do let me know about them. Leave them in the comments again. And I'll definitely take a look at them. And that is all I have for now. Don't forget our contest to comment, like, and share a video. 1 entry per video. We're running it till June 30th is the last video to get in an entry. And on July 1st, I will be pulling names, or a name, for a 30-minute one-on-one chat with yours truly. Until next time, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye.